All right, let's dive into an incredible story. Today, we're in the kingdom of Mithila, where a few powerful things are about to collide. An ancient, divine bow, the deepest wish of Princess Sita, and the quiet, almost unseen strength of Prince Ram. This isn't just about a bow breaking, it's about two souls coming together for eternity.
So, let's set the scene. We're in the grand kingdom of Mithila, and you can just feel the electricity in the air. This is no ordinary royal get-together. It's a test of power, a test of character, and really a test of destiny. And the prize? The hand of the beloved Princess Sita.
It all starts with this massive challenge, a vow made by Sita's father, King Janaka. And at the very heart of this vow is a legendary object, an artifact so powerful it's said to have come from the gods themselves.
Okay, so imagine this hall. It's just a sea of banners, chariots, and big egos. King Janaka lays it all out. If you can string the divine bow of Shiva, you win Sita's hand. The challenge sounds simple enough, but the tool, it's something else entirely. It takes 100 men just to drag this colossal iron bow into the hall. And over in a quiet corner away from all the spectacle, Ram and his brother Lakshman are just sitting there, taking it all in.
So the stage is set, the impossible bow is waiting, and the test of strength is about to begin. But this whole thing quickly turns into a lesson about something totally different. It becomes a lesson in pride and, well, its spectacular failure.
One by one, they step right up. You've got princes with bulging muscles, kings just dripping with confidence. They flex, they boast, they pull, and they fail. Hard. The bow doesn't just resist them, it completely humbles them. I mean, some can't even get it to move an inch. Others are straining so hard that their hands actually break, and their cries of pain start filling the hall. A few hours go by, and you can just feel this wave of despair wash over everyone.
And as the failures keep piling up, Lakshman leans over to Ram and just nails it. He pinpoints the exact reason everyone is failing. It's not about a lack of muscle, it's a lack of understanding. They're treating the bow like some object to be conquered, not a sacred artifact that needs to be honored. They're bringing power, but they're not bringing any devotion.
Now this right here, this comparison is so telling. On one side, you have all the noise, the pride, the sheer spectacle of ego. And on the other side, you have Ram, calm, composed, a picture of dignity. You see, this isn't just a contest between a bunch of guys. It's a battle between two totally different ways of thinking about power. So, just as King Janaka is starting to really worry that his vow might never be fulfilled, the great sage Vishwamitra just smiles. He knows the hall is packed with kings, but the real deal, the true contender, has been waiting patiently this whole time, and now it's his turn.
Every single eye in that hall, now filled with a mix of doubt and maybe a little curiosity, turns to this quiet prince from Ayodhya. With zero fanfare, Ram just gets up and starts walking toward the divine bow. You could hear a pin drop. Can he actually do what all these other supposedly stronger men couldn't?
Ram doesn't swagger up to the bow. He approaches it with total reverence. He touches the feet of his guru, says a silent mantra to Shiva, and only then does he place his hand on the bow. And in a moment that just defies all logic, he lifts it. He lifts this colossal weapon, not with a struggle, but with this incredible, effortless grace, almost like it was a child's toy. He moves to string it, and as he pulls that string taut, a sound like a clap of thunder just explodes through the hall. It feels like the entire earth is shaking, and the unbreakable, divine bow of Shiva shatters into two pieces. The impossible just happened, right in front of everyone. In the stunned silence that follows, as flowers literally start raining down from the heavens, King Janaka declares Ram the victor. But look at Ram's response. There's no celebration, no boasting. He simply gives all the credit to his teacher and to a higher power. See, his strength didn't come from his ego, it came from his devotion and his humility.
So, breaking the bow was way more than just winning a contest. It was the divine signal for the beginning of a legendary partnership, a union that was destined to change the entire world.
Sita is then brought into the hall, holding a beautiful garland of flowers. She walks up to Ram, and as she places it around his neck, their eyes meet for the very first time. In that one silent moment, a timeless bond is forged. Ram doesn't see her as a prize to be won, but as a true partner on the path of Dharma. This isn't just about a marriage, it's the beginning of a quest to bring balance back to the world.
So let's unpack the really big takeaway from this incredible story. What does the breaking of the bow really teach us about what strength actually is? This story shows us, so brilliantly, that real strength is a mix of two things. First, you need capability, the raw power and skill to actually do the job, right? To lift the bow. Plenty of guys there had that. But the second ingredient, the one that really matters, is character. It's the humility, the dignity, and the devotion to deserve to lift it. And only Ram had both.
This ancient story actually gives us a timeless model for seeing true worth, and it's so relevant today. Think about it. In our jobs, in our relationships, we often focus only on that first step, capability. Does someone have the skills? But what the story of the bow teaches us is to value that second step just as much, their character. True, lasting success, it's only found where both of those things meet.
And that's exactly why this story is still so powerful thousands of years later. In a world that so often confuses being loud with being important and arrogance with strength, the broken bow is this perfect reminder that real, world-changing power comes from a much quieter, deeper place. It comes from a fusion of inner strength and right intent.
So the wedding hall in Mithila is being prepared for a grand celebration. But like the sage Vishwamitra hinted, their union is only the beginning. There are new trials, new dangers, and a very long road ahead of them. Honestly, their greatest tests are still to come. Join us next time as we explore the very next chapter of their epic journey, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing.